Hello, hello, my green skins, and yippee-ki-yay,
Eggs and bacon, or eggs and bakey,
or,
or something.
or something.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid. It's like, Jesus,
The movie was
you know,
not
even,
designed to air on TV.
yeah, no, it wasn't. Well, look at other, there's quite a few movies that were like that. So, what did you think of our Die Hard Christmas and Die Hard 2? What'd you think?
I think Die Hard 2 is. It, okay, there's two ways I can answer this. One, overall, because I've seen it before, I liked it. I mean, it was no first Die Hard, but it was still entertaining. But after watching American Ninja, there are aspects of it that feel like American Ninja uh, leftover plot devices or
You know
elements.
what you know what? This is going to be controversial. After watching this and Die Hard with a Vengeance, I think this is the better movie. And the reason I say that is because of how outlandish it is. After the third, like this is also where the franchise should have ended. Was this movie? Although, as much as I love Samuel L. Jackson in the other movie, and those two playing against each other and this weird racism bullcrap that was going on through the whole movie, this one is just funny. It's just overall, there are moments in this movie. It's just like, how the fuck can one guy deal with? Like he just keeps saying it every fucking time. One man has to deal with the stupidity every time. Why the fuck am I saving the day? I love that idea. I love that idea. Him just saying fuck it and him saving the day.
Well, he had to because his wife was on
Yeah.
the plane. But it's like, but what
Um.
got to me was the police chief, the head of the police in the airport. Like, he's a
Yeah.
American Ninja character because it's not just. I mean, yeah, we've had these guys, these cops who just don't give a crap before. I mean, the first movie had it, but this was taken to American Ninja levels of campiness.
And I think that's the reason this movie's not as popular as Die Hard with a Vengeance, because this one is campy as fuck, and and there are moments that are so campy, like the idea of someone igniting what's it called, fuel, and doing what he did with the airplane fuel it's outlandish. It just wouldn't happen. Um, it's interesting to say the least. It's
It's
fun.
fun. Yep. And that's the most important part. It's fun. I mean, Die
It's
Hard has
fun. It's
never
all
had
over the
a.
place.
I mean, Die
Yeah.
Hard story wise are not masterpieces.
No, well, except for Die Hard. Die Hard 1 is almost goddamn perfect. Like I said, that's a perfect movie. And this one is not perfect, but this one's pretty good. Anyway, let's break her down. First starting with the music. This one eh. Agree? Meh.
I mean, it's recycled from the first movie, and that's fine. So,
Yeah, but this one doesn't have the same gravity as the other one when it came to the music. It's meh. To me, at least to me, it was meh. This one was very meh.
well, it's like they realized this was going to be a film series, so they just stuck with the music. I mean, it would be cool if it had it if each movie had its own orchestral identity. I mean, like the Rocky movies tend to do.
Yeah, actually, we'll get to that. But in this one, meh. Like I would have to say, meh. This is not that good. What did you think of the action scenes? Oh God, this is gonna be fun. Anyway, what did you think of the action scene?
Oh, they were over the top. They were
He escapes with an ejector pad. Just some of the stuff is just so stupid. The idea that use squibs and no one realizes they're using fucking squibs. It, it's just everything about this whole thing was such a convoluted plan. When in all intents and purposes, they could have done so much more and so faster. Everything about this was stupid, but we'll get to the story in a sec. But
But I said this before. I mean, you're gonna call this stupid. You're gonna call it over the top. We're gonna call it cheesy. But I will still take this over any modern action movie. I don't care.
yeah, I agree.
Modern action movies make this, which many would consider by the standards of the time, just too much. It's make
Yeah,
modern crap makes this look like Hitchcock.
yeah, it does. It really does. And you know what the funny thing is? I wonder if that skewed us. Like this isn't in this like this movie. You could sit down with a buddy and have a couple drinks, and it's worth the drinks. It's worth the pizza. It's worth the chili. It's worth the pop, and it's worth the time to just have fun with a friend and watch this movie. Overall, it's great action scenes, hysterical action scenes, and it is way more over the top than the first movie. Where the first movie was the perfect action movie, this is taken to you are right, American Ninja levels of stupid. Like if they had cyber soldiers, that'd be perfect. So last is the acting and the story. What did you think of the acting in this one?
Well, Bruce Willis is McClane, properly done. I mean, I think they
Yeah.
ruined his character in after the third movie. Fourth and fifth. Oh, they made him an asshole, like an unlikable asshole.
Well,
I mean,
well, he was already kind of an asshole,
no, but he was
but
an
in this
asshole
one,
who cared, who he wanted to
yeah,
help
yeah,
people. The later ones from Die Hard 3 and 4, I'm sorry, not Die Hard 4 and 5, he was a guy who was like, oh, why am I doing this shit? I hate people kind of guy. And
yeah,
that's not him. Unless, but
yeah.
they never even explained how he became like that.
Well, the constant drinking, alcohol, the fact that the fact that this guy survived two epic encounters and then eventually a third, and he couldn't get it. He couldn't hook up with his wife. We won't get into all that because the other Die Hard movies, there's valid reasons why he becomes an asshole, but this just, this still had that light in it, and this was okay for that.
I mean,
And
it's more than okay, but it's not. It's
it's
not like the
over the
first movie.
fucking top. It's over the top. It seems like everyone. It seems like the only guy that can save the day is John McClane. It's kind of like that story for the. It's kind of like that for the acting too. Every actor in here is either annoying as fuck, um, mouthy as fuck, doesn't listen, doesn't get like John McClane's like, yeah, yeah, guys, I swear they're over there. And everyone's like, yeah, fuck you, John McClane. We're doing it this way. And then they fucking, and they just kept doing that, and doing that, and doing that. And I just started laughing. I was like, wow, that's, wow.
I mean, the guy who played the police chief, like, I don't know what they asked him to do, what he was going for, but it was funny. I love every
Oh,
time
he's a,
he
yeah,
and John McClane were talking and just fighting and just.
yeah. He's actually he's actually got a lot more fame out of L.A. I can't remember the name of the movie. It wasn't Law and Order. It was one of those cop shows. I can't remember which one, but I think it was L.A. Was it L.A. Blue or no? It was New York PD or NYPD. I think it was. Yeah, it was NYPD. I kept thinking LAPD for some reason. Um, it was good. Like it is fun. It is funny. Like it's over the top. Like it literally is. We got to make a sequel. Well, how the fuck do we top Die Hard 2?
Well, that's the thing. I
Well,
don't think they even wanted to top it because I don't. I think they knew they couldn't. So
no,
they
they
had fun with
couldn't.
it.
Yeah, they had fun with it, and there's way too many moments where he dodges death, and that's kind of the fun thing about it. Like we're talking about the story even without, we might as well not even do the story at this point, because legitimately, even with the everything about it, the acting leads into the story, the effects lead into it. Just this movie has just, Jesus fuck this movie.
Well,
Um,
well, the story. I mean, John McClane has to keep like with Speed. He has to always
yeah,
be moving. He always has to be doing stuff because you got a situation where the planes are gonna crash if when they run out of fuel, since the airport's been
yeah.
closed by the terrorists who need to
But but
who want that
that's
space.
the problem with that storyline. That's the problem with that spoil with that story and that story as a whole. It's like John McClane is the only motherfucker trying to figure something out. It's like everyone else does something and they epically fail, but somehow John McClane does it. Even when John McClane fails and kills Chief O'Brien from Deep Space Nine, god damn, O'Brien has to suffer. Uh, that
He
actor,
he's the straight man in the whole thing because I mean, just in the first couple of minutes of the movie, an old lady brought a
well, he
taser into a
dies.
plane.
Yeah, I know. An old lady brought a taser to a plane. I kind of
How?
like that. That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. Old lady just brings a taser. Well, that's back before the day where you could carry a gun on a plane. Um, you know, it's kind of funny for that, but like I said, poor Chief, yeah, he does play a straight man. It's almost like he's the only one trying to get something done. Everyone else is just kind of twiddling their thumbs. It's like he has this fucking janitor that he meets in the show, and it's just like. And by the way, spoiler alert: if you haven't seen a movie that's been out for goddamn ever, and it's been on TV multiple times.
I mean, that's it's more sad if you haven't seen this.
Yeah, yeah, it really is. And
But
he murders he has the most infamous scene where he murders the motherfucker with an icicle.
oh,
Um,
there was that. There was a scene where the guy was crushed by a what do you call it?
yeah,
A a baggage a baggage. Oh, what do you call these? Where the room where the baggages are
bad,
being moved around.
bad baggage conveyor room. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's quite a funny ones. Like he does. It is actually a great movie for that.
No,
But
there's one scene
but
that stuck out to me, and it's just so weird. It's that scene where they're in the they're in the control in the communications tower, and you know one of the guys is like, "Guys, we need a transmitter." Okay, well we just go to Radio Shack and get one. We have one right here. I mean, it's a bloody communications tower. How does a guy who runs it and operates doesn't know
my
they have one?
my favorite is him talking to the guy there when he says, "Fuck, I'm telling you, buddy, broke you up. Oh, you're up your fucking mind." They're swearing at each other, and then he just fucking pulls the squib gum out and shoots him. I couldn't stop laughing when I saw it, just because watching him go ah, he starts freaking out. It's like it's like holy shit. It's uh, what else can I say about this insanity? It's insane. This movie's insane.
It's
That's the only way to put it.
it's cheesy, it's hokey, it's
It's
unrealistic,
insane.
but in a good way. It knows how to do it right. Take notes, canon, if you
Yeah.
still exist.
Yeah. No, Cannon's gone. Take notes, Hollywood, if you still exist.
Oh yeah, take notes, Hollywood.
Yeah. Um. Overall, what do you want to rate this one?
Oh, I'm giving this a. I don't know. I'm in a situation where anything below an 8 is too mean, but 8 and up is too generous. You know.
I'll give it a solid 8. I don't know how you feel about it, but I'll give it a solid 8. This is not a bad movie.
Well, but
It's
it's
not. It's
oversell it to
nowhere near
undersell it.
perfect. Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, it's hard. This one's hard to rate too because it's such a fucking. It's insane. This movie is insane. I love it, but it's insane. Yeah.
It's
So what do you think?
it's entertainingly insane, and I
Yeah,
think what makes it that way is John McClane himself because he's still himself and he makes
yeah,
the movies. Well,
yeah.
he used to, but now
Oh,
he's
Bruce
been
Willis.
demolished.
Bruce Willis. Yeah, I know. Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is good in this movie. I think So we still waiting on that rating there, good sir. What do you want to give this one?
Screw it, I'll give it an 8.
An 8? Okay, screw it. It's insane. Give it an 8. So yeah, that's our review of Die Hard. We got one more before Christmas comes. Um, do you? So one more to go. So what movie are we doing next? Die Hard with a Vengeance or Die Hard 3?
You know what? Just call it
What do
Die
you
Hard 1,
think?
Die Hard 2, Die Hard 3. What's with these obnoxious
I
subtitles?
don't know. What do you think altogether? Do you think it's gonna be Christmas a Christmas miracle with this one, or is it gonna be an interesting movie? We've both seen it before, but asking just as a little thing, and
Um,
because I don't know how to end this video.
well, I want to end it by asking you one very important question.
Go ahead.
Is Die Hard 2 a Christmas movie as well? It does take
Yes,
place in Christmas.
yes, it does.
I,
And then
I
they
don't.
got rid of the Christmas thing.
Well, I don't celebrate Christmas, so it doesn't matter to me. It's an awesome movie. The first, the first. Blah, 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 I'm having a stroke over here. The Die Hard movies before 4 are awesome. Christmas movie or
Mm.
not Christmas movie.
And we might do a little Sting thing for just Die Hard movies as a whole and how they kind of took a shit. Because they do, after Vengeance, I would even go as far as saying Vengeance itself is when we start seeing the true decline of Die Hard. All right, so we're gonna take off. We'll be doing Die Hard with a Vengeance is coming up, the last one in our Christmas Die Hard Christmas. You guys have yourselves a very good one, and we'll see you in the next video.